Yes, people. Yes, people. Yes, people. Yes, people. Welcome back to another video on the Sylvie AFC. I'm Nanda Sylvie Jr., your host, and somehow I like do this thing where my radio background is getting into the videos, but no problem. Welcome back from the international break. We had a fantastic weekend. I didn't do a video before that, but it was Nottingham Forest. We're supposed to get the 3 points, and that happened. So, fantastic game. Apparently, before this game against Forest, Zubimendi hadn't really scored a goal from outside the box or hadn't really been a goal scorer of some sorts. And then he scores a brace. So, congratulations to Zubi. Fantastic performance. Against Forest, Zubimendi was solid. Madueke, Noni was actually the very bright spark up front. He was just fantastic. And then Izzy, we saw glimpses of what he can actually help us with or do for the team when he gets going. And he didn't have the best of games, but he was solid, and he got an assist. Chris. Bam. 3 goals. I heard all of you chatting about Portuguese league is not the Premier League, blah, 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 blah. A goal scorer is a goal scorer. He's going to get goals, right? And he has 3 now registered to his name in the Premier League. People were chatting. You were chatting the Premier League. I actually do watch the Portuguese league, and not every game, but there are some games I pay attention to. And I've seen how some of the teams play. And I'm telling you, if you want to watch open play football, end-to-end stuff, very technical. Also, how would I say? The teams fight, right? There's a lot of fight, and not like physical altercation. No, I mean they play a very good game. They try to go toe to toe with the big boys, and like we saw the weekend, Benfica drew with what was his name, Santa something Flores or let me check this real quick. Benfica played a game with Santa Clara, yeah, and it was a 1-1 game. So also, I think the team got a red card, yeah, but they were able to come back and then equalize, and they drew that game with Benfica. So it's like a lot of people like to shit on the Portuguese league, but it's actually a very good league. Scouts go there, watch footballers, and a lot of the big boys in Europe actually buy a lot of players from the Portuguese league. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of them to have come from the Portuguese league. Nani, Bruno Fernandes for Manchester United. I could go on and go on and go on and go on. Chris is from there. Who in recent time? Trying to think about it. There's a lot of strikers from there. Taremi, but Taremi's career has dipped. He went to Inter Milan, didn't really get a lot of play time. Yeah, it's dipped now. But anyway, we have the Champions League this week. I have the Champions League coming up this week. And a little horn for all of you. Yes, so we have the Champions League this week, and Arsenal is playing Athletic Bilbao, right? We're facing Bilbao. Other teams in there's no more a group phase, it's the league phase. So some of our opponents we are facing aside from Bilbao, that is Olympiacos, Atletico Madrid, Slavia Prague, Bayern Munich, Club Brugge, Inter Milan, and then Kairat. For the game against Bilbao, here's what I think. I saw Bilbao's game. I saw highlights of it during the weekend. I actually was watching a little bit of it, and they struggled. They struggled. Let me see. What was the scores for Bilbao? They struggled. Let me see. Yeah, they struggled and they lost. They lost to Alaves. Um, sad, sadly, and now they are coming up against the mighty Gunners. The Reds. Come on, you Gunners, the army. Nobody knew who I was until I put on the mask. Yes, so they'll be coming up against Victor Gyökeres, Gabriel Magalhaes, Mosquera. Mosquera has been fantastic for us, stepping in for Saliba. Bro, he's been solid, And Jurian Timber. He gives me echoes of Bakari, Raya is solid all around. Kepa will be going back to his boyhood club. The Spanish boys will be going back home. Merino, Zubi. And looking at the game, Bilbao struggled. I think Nico Williams is out, injured. I don't know if they rested him for our game. I don't know what it was, but possibly injured because he wasn't even on the bench for the game, I think. I saw. But his brother played Inaki, who's Ghanaian. Nico and Inaki are Ghanaian, by the way, repping Ghana hard. Even though Nico plays for Spain, he's still of Ghanaian origin, you understand? We produce some fantastic players. Now, they struggled. They did struggle against Alaves. They always do struggle with Alaves, though. Even though I think they have the upper hand with the number of fixtures they've played altogether. But they did struggle. They had a good number of shots on goal. 3 on target, I think. They're also quite indisciplined because they got 4 yellow cards. And like against a 10-man Alaves, they should have been able to do something. But no problem. For us, I think we are going over to Spain to eat, as we should. I'm predicting 2-0 against Bilbao in their own backyard. If we do play a very, very good game, we should be walking away with 3 goals or 3 or 4 goals. If they do manage to get a goal against us, I don't know how that goal will come about because our defense is quite solid. We have a very solid defense. So I don't know how that goal will come about. But if they do manage, sometimes these games, it can be quite open. They can be quite open. And then you never know. There could be a penalty or something of that sort. So if they do, that's if they do, you're looking at maybe a 2-1, 3-1, potentially a 4-1. If we really are in tune, probably it should be a very convincing win, like 5 goals or something. But to say safe, I'll say Arsenal goes there and wins the game by 2 goals or 3. All right. So our next fixtures, we will have Olympiacos at the Emirates Stadium. Oh, bro, we should eat that one as well. Looking at our fixtures, I don't know if we can get all points from all the teams, but I think with Bilbao, we're definitely working out with 3 points. Olympiacos are at our own backyard, 3 points. Atletico Madrid, I don't know what they are doing this season. And they show some glimpses of their former self, but they are not as solid. But they could definitely cause a problem, But at Emirates, we should be able to take all 3 points. Slavia Prague away. This is where Arteta can actually rest some of the boys. He can, tweak the squad a bit Yeah, because I think we should go to Slavia Prague and walk out with a convincing win as well. Against Bayern Munich, that's going to be a game. That's definitely a box office. That's definitely box office. Um, we'll see. Club Brugge, Brugge, I think we should win. We should win. Inter Milan might be tricky. They had a fantastic semi-final game with Barcelona last season. Amazing 2 legs. That, bro, amazing game. What a classic. So Milan, I don't know if Christian Kivu will still be at the club as the head coach, or they would have changed him, because at the weekend they played another classic game with Juventus. It was a 4-3. Bro, that last minute goal from I don't know what the kid's name is, but Juventus they have this kid in their ranks who it came to him, he felt it, he played a long shot, and Jan Sommer, oh boy, he couldn't stop that ball. Pathetic. They had to walk away with no point at all, and Juventus took all the 3 points. Classic. I think they call it Derby Italia or something like that. Was a good game. I watched bits and pieces of it as well. It was a very good game. The two Thuram brothers scored. Interesting. That's why I say that game was this game. Juventus Inter Milan is a classic game. It will be talked about for years because Kefren and what's it about Marcus. So Marcus scored the header, and later Kefren also scored the header. Very interesting. And their dad was on the sidelines watching the game. I think it was in the stands or on the sidelines, somewhere close. But Lilian, look, his seed are also performing at the highest levels. And these kind of genetics, you don't buy, So yeah, congratulations to both of them for that fantastic game. It will go down in history. I hope the return fixture is as interesting as this one as well. Anyway, so for Milan, I think Arsenal would. We'll see, but we could definitely walk away with a point or 3 or the points. Anyway, also. Oh, Kairat. Interesting game they had with Celtic to get to the Champions League phase. I don't know. I think their first fixture is against Sporting Lisbon, so let's see how they do with Sporting, and then from there we'll see if it'll be something. But it's at Emirates. We should definitely get 3 points, but I don't know by how many goals. It could be a large margin, 7 goals. We'll never know. But yes, so tomorrow our game against is it tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow. So against Bilbao, I think ours is the first fixture. Yeah, the first fixture of the 25-26 Champions League phase. Arsenal versus Athletic Bilbao at San Mamés. Yes. Arsenal 3 points by 3 goals to 1, 3 goals to 0, 2 goals to 0. Should definitely come out with a win. If you're looking to invest, I think you should go for that option. It's safer. The bookies haven't really figured the Champions League thing out yet, but yeah, that should be safer. So do go with that, and yeah, I'll put other predictions on the screen so you guys can go over as well with the other fixtures. All right, Nande Silva Jr. and I'll be back in another video with my reaction, and then another video for the weekend's game again. Who are we playing at the weekend? We're playing Manchester City. All right, I'll do another video about it. All right, all the best. Nande Silva Jr. here. Please, if you have not subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel grow, and it helps me produce even more videos faster. Yada. And also turn on the notification bell so anytime the video goes up, one of the very few to be notified to come see it this first. All right. Cheers, guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.